Welcome back to Mars. There is a dust devil that is wrecking our pipeline right now. I've got a leak in the corner, which is rather annoying. We're losing 8 water and 7 oxygen every hour, which is horrible. What a terrible spot for a dust devil. We actually haven't had too much trouble, though, when it has come to electronics in the past. Oh my gosh, are all these drones going to get like trash? Slowed down by the dust devil? At least they can power on through it. I think it increases, yeah, it increases the dust that is accumulated on them, so they'll probably need maintenance a little bit sooner. Domes without, oh god, we have, all of our domes have no water. Remember how I was all about, having all of our resources tied up in one spot? Yeah, great plan. Super great plan. Can anyone, like, repair this quickly? Maybe, if we could prioritize that, that would be super neat. We have 3 leaks now, and no one seems to be handling that. Could we maybe, possibly, before everyone freezes to death? I have 22 new colonists that arrived as well, so it's like, welcome to Mars, you're all going to die a horrible, horrible death. What else is going on? We've got our 3 domes come that are up. Oh god, suffocating. I don't... Okay, so, right. New plan from here on out. Have local storage near every dome in the back. I really hope this doesn't turn into a everyone is actually going to die. God, why is no one... How many drones do we have? We have 15 drones in this drone hub. Really need to get this repaired. Let's drop down. I think this is actually a supply thing with drones, which I sent myself earlier. Oh my god, all of my power accumulators have gone down too. This is a horrible... This is a nightmare situation, honestly. This is probably the worst we had. You're getting repaired finally. You're getting repaired over here. What about this corner spot? You've already been repaired. Okay. So the hopefully the repairs will be done soon. I do have more drones coming down. That just got... all these other drones got washed out. Oops. It's fine. It's fine. Where else are we leaking at? You're still leaking. You're still leaking. Okay, so it's that those have to be taken care of and we'll be okay. Oh, God. Please don't die. How, Oh my god, how soon before they die? It's suffocated and needs oxygen. Okay. Everybody just hold your breath. You'll be fine in like 3 seconds. Only 1 leak left. No, 2 leaks are still left. Oh, come on, guys. There we go. That's fixed up. What a nightmare. Holy crap. Okay, so we're only losing electricity now. Whew. Right. Well, that's going to be... Yeah, we are absolutely 100% putting local storage in the back here. So let's put down life support storage. We'll do a couple water towers, I think, and a couple of oxygen storage units in the back, just to kind of ward off events like that in the future. And I think as long as I hook them up to 1 dome, all of the domes should get it. So we'll do something like, we'll just run it across to here. It's fine. Well, that was absolutely terrifying. Good night. Yeah. Okay, so these should build up over time. Actually, were you in the right range here? Yes, maybe? I don't know if you are. Let's just drop that one more down. Okay, there we go. So we'll have some local storage for each of our domes. Not each of them. This'll be fine. This is like a secondary storage just to dampen the effects of emergencies like that. What else is going on? We are low on electronics once again. What is it going to take to get a full-on electronics factory? We already have 1. We have a full electronics factory? Holy cow. That's a machine parts factory. We have only 1 small. Okay, so I guess it's counting. I'm so confused. Hang on. You're the small electronics factory. You need a prefab. This is the full electronics factory? Oh, we have a prefab of it. Oh, okay, that's great, actually. I didn't know we had a prefab. When did I give us a prefab for this? Or maybe we found one. So, this is just going to be made, right? Yes, so we had a prefab for a full electronics factory. Great. We'll put that down. We are going to relocate. Oh, we need a prefab for them. We don't actually know how to make the machine part factory yet. What about polymer factory? We can craft the polymer factory or construct the polymer factory. Okay, so I think I'm going to put that off to... Where's the door of this thing at? Right over here? Let's put that over here. That's fine. So I'm going to relocate things a little bit more so that the three major producers are kind of spread out. So again, we're mixing our population. We're making sure that people have somewhere to work that's in their home dome. So trying to avoid people getting grumpy about the fact that they don't work in the dome that they live in. I mean, some people work outside. We can't really do much about that. How do we start getting rid of this large dumping site? This is starting to look really rough. Can we start making mega projects or no? Do we have a dozer somewhere too? I don't think we ever got a dozer. Spirit of Man 1, you are ready to take off with all of our extracts. That's good enough right now. Let's go ahead and have you take off. I might send a shuttle from home with the resupply of electronics and polymers. Why do we not have life support again? Is it just because we're out of water? We're not producing enough water. Okay, what about our new water things down here? We're missing concrete as per usual. Let's go ahead and put this as a high priority. And I believe that means as we're getting concrete, the drones working in this drone hub should be dropping it off here as opposed to the basic dome. Hey, our basic dome's actually almost done, which will be kind of nice. I'm going to load up the Spirit of Man 2 with a prefab for the machine parts factory as well as some basic materials here. So we're going to send that from home. It did break the bank. We are pretty much wiped out, but hopefully this should help us relocate. I know relocating is a bit of an expense, but I'm hoping that once we do this, we're going to be much more settled long term, and I'm not going to be doing as much back and forth as I have been. The other thing I could do, once I move and shuffle some things around, I could... No, come to think about it, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I was thinking about maybe doing the same style of having all of these passages come into one section. Like, this is a connector tunnel or connector dome between two other domes, right? So in theory, maybe we could have both passages come into the same triangle piece, the same section, like this. But I don't believe we're going to be able to relocate a lot of the items we would need for that. So, we'll leave it alone for now. We are almost set on the water extractor, so that should take care of the water problem. One of these domes doesn't have water, so you're going to be a little bit pissy for now. But, alas, we shall endure. Hey, this looks a little bit better. Cleaned up a couple of the excess cables and the power and the piping, things like that. So, a little bit cleaner. I think I almost could fit my fancy pants landing pad. We could probably relocate both of these landing pads in an angle that would let them sit side to side. I was also thinking about, once we take and move the GHG factories, which admittedly is going to hurt, because I think the GHG factories cost a pretty penny. Let's take a look. 15 metal, 15 concrete, only 10 machine parts. Not the worst thing in the world. I do want to have those relocated maybe down the our production line here, our life support train or tree, if you will. The rare metals are going to stay the same. You know, I almost could take down the entire line of life support here, because if we bring our life support all the way from the southeast, I could have it come up and curve into this dome here. Everything else will run through the passages and provide power and water to all the other domes in the system, and including the polymer factory here at the end, which we could say hook this right up to our own dome's water supply. Just like that, right? Actually, just one of those would connect it in, I think. Where are you at? Are you grumpy about? No, you actually need to connect in. Hang on, sorry. Let me undo that. But yeah, it could clean up everything, have it everything, just a few less pipes. And I think the more pipes you have, if I'm not mistaken, the pipes themselves do require maintenance every so often. So again, we're trying to make things that we're trying to aim for things that are less maintenance or have, less frequent maintenance perhaps. That's going to what's been eating us long term is all this maintenance. So removing a lot of the, say, all of this power here, all of this piping could be removed. This water extractor is only giving us 3 water per unit. And I've got both of these online down south. So we could, let's go ahead and do that. Let's remove these water extractors. Let's go ahead and start doing a line over to the farthest dome to the west. We'll just split off right here. Where is your thing? So it's going to come off right about here. So in theory, I guess we could, if we wanted to. Where's the, here, we'll put a pipe there. You'd even have it tucked, kind of connect over here. Is it in the way? Can we not trash you, or is it going to trash it if we try to build it? Oh, that's perfect. Way out of the way. Plenty of room. Once we remove everything here, we're going to have a brand new area to play with. That's going to be good. I really like this. All right. Looking pretty snazzy. Let's do power as well. And I think we'll be in a pretty good spot. Okay, I kind of broke all of our power just for a second. But yeah, this is actually much, much cleaner. I went ahead and removed the GHG factories as well. It's probably going to hurt the most of anything, but I do have a supply run coming in here in just a bit. So let's remove some of my power lines that I've got lying around. And I will go ahead and trash the... I hate to do that. Let's leave this alone for the moment. I think I would like to keep the forestation plant around. We can just power it. You need power, right? Yeah, you do actually need some power. We can just run a little bit of power here from the rare metals extractor. I do want to keep this down because I think we don't have the access to make these yet, do we? Can we make the forestation plants? We can, but they do require 5 electronics, so that's going to hurt if we have to rebuild it. So, we shall leave that alone. Meanwhile, gosh, does anything else need piping here? Can I remove all the pipes everywhere other than, say, to the polymer plant? Although we have 2 polymer plants running at this point. So, in theory, we could shut down this power plant, or polymer plant. Not power plant. Let's remove that. And, yeah, let's take down a couple more of these pipes here. I think I'm going to lose one of my... No, the drone hubs, I think, are connected, too. We might be in really good shape here. Let's try this. You're good. We pretty much don't need pipe here anymore. The electronics we do need. So let's make sure I don't delete the wrong power line. You're connected in here, so we can take that away. We can probably make this a little bit more efficient. Take the piping away there, and we'll kill this. Not put the tunnel down, sorry. Just like so. If I could find the right button for it. There we go. Power cable over and down. Right, so. Holy cow, look how much cleaner this looks now. Oh my gosh. I really should have been using that. I didn't realize that the passages would be connecting life support through each other. So by chaining these through passages, you really get to clean up your area. Look at that. That looks so much nicer. We have so much room for activities. We could stick another dome down here. I won't, because we're a little dome heavy right now, but it is nice to see everything so cleaned up. That looks really good. I'm really excited about that. We're still way high on power, mostly because we don't have the GHG factory down. So I will put down a couple of GHG factories. We do have to replace what we took away, because that is the main terraforming goal right now, is to get that GHG production going. So GHG, we'll put that over near the fuel, but not quite exactly on the fuel, so that nothing, blows it up. Do we want to put one more down? Let's put 3 down and see how much we can afford. Perfect, there we go. We have a rare metals export, and we have an anomaly analyze, which gave us flat research. Excellent. A bunch of split life support grids. That's okay, I think, at the moment. Let's close all this down for a minute and see if there's anything that's not working. You're good. You have a lot of drones that aren't doing anything. You guys are just kind of broke. Oh, they're orphaned. Okay, can I reassign all drones to, I don't know, what needs to have here, maybe? Are we pretty much full up? There we go. Let's look at our overall drone transportation thing. Nice. Most of these actually are no longer having heavy workloads, so that's great to see. And I think if we even this out, 15, 15, 16, 16, that's fine. Here, just because my OC... Oh, that's beautiful. 15 out of 20 and 5 out of 8. Cool. All right. We are looking much, much better. That looks a million times better in my humble opinion. So we're waiting on a Stirling generator to finish up. Here's our research, or sorry, not our research, but this is a resource delivery. That's going to give us a bunch of polymer, electronics, machine parts, and a machine part factory. The electronics factory is down. The polymer factory, are you okay? We need to open up that second shift. We still need people for jobs. Man, we always need people for jobs. I do need to trim up some of this as well. I do think we don't, or I don't think we need 2 doctors in every single infirmary every shift. Because at this point, we have so many of them that they shouldn't really get overwhelmed, right? So just by having 2 only, or 1 per shift, I guess, in each dome, we should be taken care of. You're already set. Let's go ahead and remove the security dome here. I think I'm going to take down the casino complex, honestly. what is that? It does use up electronics. Let's go back to basics. Let's try to make sure everyone's got food and and the general happiness items, and we'll go from there. I'm going to remove the diner and the small space bar. Again, I want to try to focus all of my service buildings inside of this dome.
Resources.
I did have to kill a couple of our parks. I do plan on coming back to that down the road. You're offering us food for concrete. I think I actually would like to go back to something like polymers or electronics. So let's change this around. We'll say we'll accept some polymers here from you. Thank you so much. Resources are coming down now. Wonderful. Do we have any drone problems? I want to double check once everything's evened out. All of them are a little bit heavy on the load, but that's okay. Rather than one of them being overloaded, I'd rather have them all kind of be like, oh, there's a lot of stuff to do. That means that they're all doing, actively doing stuff. Hey, we've got a drone, a hub ready to go, or a dome ready to go. This has to be pretty much self-sufficient, though. So we're going to have to put in everything that these folks would need to survive, because this is primarily for underground metals. So the underground metals extractor, this is going to be 12 workers, 4 per shift. So probably we'll just need 8. We're not going to do the entire all-night shift because people get really pissed off in those instances. So let's do the standard living complex. That's going to be 12, right? And that's 24 in this dome. Once we have that, we're going to need to probably give them their own food source. Do you think, I don't know, 24 people, they might need their own farm. I was thinking about maybe just doing... Let's go ahead and accept the trade offer from the USA. I don't know why we had to zoom over there. We already have 3 farms, though. And we do have this middle pad, which can act as a intermediary between the two. So maybe we don't need to have a big, massive farm. Maybe we can just get by with the hydroponic farm here. We'll do a hydroponic farm. And because we're going to have probably more people than you know... I guess we'll have space for it. We could put down another research lab. We do want to have at least like a diner here. We could put down a small space bar. That's going to give them all the happy joys for relaxation, enjoyment, things like that. Open air gym, we'll put one of these in here for their exercise. That should, I think, get the basics down. Isn't there a tiny grocer too? We had a spot. No, we don't have a spot there. We could even put an arc in the middle of it. One of the central spires, rather. So you're all set there. I don't think we have to worry about the nursery or school or anything else. So maybe one more living complex. 8 there. Service industry there. We actually could use the extra people here for something like science. That wouldn't hurt. Let's do it. Let's put down one research lab, and we'll just leave this open to see what else we might need. Right. So, you hopefully are going to be relatively self-sufficient, my friend. You're going to have to give the power over here to the underground metal extractor. And I guess we'll do, once we figure out what we've got going in here, we'll do a passenger run just for this dome only. And we'll land it pretty much right outside. So hopefully this place will be relatively self-sufficient. We may have to run, and I think we're okay. We're running polymers, electronics, and machine parts every so often. And we've got a pretty steady stream of drones bringing us goods, so that's pretty useful. God, I can't believe we're down to look at how much we've reduced our power production by just by replacing them with Stirling generators. Of course, now we're going through polymers at an alarming rate, but hopefully with opening up the second polymer factory, we could amplify it too, right? 25% production, 20 power consumption. Is it like a double-edged sword? Because the more power we use, the more Stirling generators we need, but the more polymers we would need. I think overall it's going to work in our favor if we amplify this building. So you have been amplified. We also need to put down our machine parts factory. Wunderbar. We'll put that over here. Okay, cool. I love it. How are we doing on the farms? We are at 60% here, 50% there. We do have our original farm, our OG farm, that's still running the potato, soybean, wheat combo. That keeps the soil level pretty much at 100% as much as possible. Now, we don't have anything going on down here in this far living complex. So we've got 35 available homes. Do we want to try to kill this this entire dome by itself? we could. We'd have to relocate, let's see, 9, 17, 23. Oh, look, I could just look at this and say 33. So we have to have enough homes for 33 people. We actually could. We have that space right now. But a lot of that space, I think, is from this new dome, right? Oh, no. We have 33 available housing in our existing infrastructure. So we really could trash everything in this dome and remove it completely. That's one less dome to do life support for. Do we want to try that out? And just make better use of the domes we have. I kind of like that idea because I think there's a lot, you know, this group here, these folks are going to have trouble satisfying all their service needs. So let's move them into other areas. Let's go ahead and completely nuke one of our original domes here. And I know it's not really great to kind of not waste resources like this, but I think in the long run, by reducing the amount of things needed in this farther dome, we are reducing the amount of polymers, electronics, machine parts that are going into maintaining all the facilities in the dome, and we're going to reduce the load of oxygen and water consumption on our entire life support network. So hopefully that will help out. Hopefully people won't hate us too much.
Research complete.
The Aldrin project has finally advanced. So, contribution toward the Beyond Earth project has been received. Hooray! We're given a choice to contribute research to a project of our liking next, partially advancing progress on any of the following. A settlement on the moon to mine the lunar soil for hydrogen-3, a mining hub in the asteroid belt, a shipyard in space, a farming hub on Ganymede. That's really cool. We're able to help choose what happens in the future development of our solar system. So we're going to be getting 10 scientist applicants, reduced cost of robotics tech, a 200 million funding boost, or 5 botanist and 5 geologist applicants. That's a good question. Scientists wouldn't be bad. We do have a lot of scientists that are still waiting to join us. We did have a lot of those applicants on Earth. I almost think botanists and geologists would not be bad either. Let's do that. Let's go Spring City route. Awesome. So we are almost down our tree of original, gosh, like, was that 2 episodes ago? We were looking at the top of this tree. We really need to boost our research again. I keep looking. Every so often I will gaze lovingly at this plateau up here, hoping and praying that one day we'll be able to get everything we need to move that way. What would we need to do that? A good step would be low G engineering. That would give us the medium domes. And then also the shuttle launch thing, right? So low G engineering and the shuttle hub. Let's go for it and see what happens. Let's try it out. I also think core heat converter improves the temperature of Mars, gradually consumes water. I think core heat convector, not converter, convector. Oh, 15,000 though. God, we are so far behind on research. Are there any basic things that I'm missing that could really help our output? Here we go. Engineers and geologists have 10 performance. This is a repeatable tech to get a flat 500 million. We think we haven't had too many sanity issues. I don't believe we need to go that route. This little person it's a great artwork here. Praise it. All right. We're good right now on technology. We'll let that go for a bit. How's our labs doing? I really haven't checked in on a lot of our new buildings. So all of these labs have 2 shifts. Okay. I don't think people were happy working 3 shifts, right? Did we have a problem with that last time? When people would work 3 shifts in a row? Let's pick a couple of random... Oh my god, are you dead? Oh god, he's died. There's a random person dead here. Guys, can we bury them? Holy crap. That's rough. That's terrible. Oh, that's bad. We have 12 people who are homeless. Oh no. I thought we had more space available, but apparently not. We can go ahead and put down yet another living complex, though, in one of these other buildings. That's not a problem. We've got the space for it, I think, right now. Let's put down a living complex. That's 12. And that should take care of any homeless folks right now. You're good here. There was a nice big harvest from the farm. Oh, I need to change this over to soybeans. I'm going to kill that wheat crop, which kind of stinks, but that's okay. That is all right. Okay, so good to know that apparently you cannot actually destroy any of your domes that exist unless there's a mod for that or that's a technology that we might not know yet. So I went ahead and just emptied it out and quarantined it. Oh god, you guys need to get out of there. Oh, you don't have any, Are you still homeless? I thought we fixed that up. We have 11 homes. Is it because it's so far away and you're not really sure how to get to it? Is that part of the issue here? Oof. What are we going to be doing in that situation? I guess we could put down another living quarters in this dome as kind of an interim. We do have a lot of people working in the rare metals extractor, so I guess it's not exactly like it's a waste of space or anything. I need to get these people out of the dome, though. I killed the connection, the passage between the two, so I think I'm going to rebuild that real quick before everyone dies a horrible, horrible death. Let's get that passage rebuilt. If I could find it. Hey, there it is. It'll be like a museum. We'll turn this dome into. Let's turn this back on for a moment so people could at least freaking breathe. Okay, now you're just grumpy because you don't have a house. That's fine. You really should be leaving, though. Why aren't you leaving? That's what my confusion is all about. Spirit Man 3, pretty much as soon as you're ready to go, or sorry, 2, we'll ship you off as well. Have we been going down in the production quality? We are losing a lot of our engineers or geologists. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting that people are dying. We have a lot of people who are dying of old age. We have 34 seniors. That's 34 people who are not in the workforce. We originally had a lot of seniors. How many kids do we have? Oh, we actually have quite a few. Younglings. Do we need to put down, say, a nursery or something? We have the... It cultivates desired perks in children using remote learning techniques. I guess we could throw down a school. Let's go ahead and do that. We seem to have a lot of children at this point, so maybe it's going to be worth it. And again, we are trying to increase the amount of births that take place inside of a dome, right? We're trying to increase that comfort level as much as possible. So how are you guys feeling? Sanity's pretty low. That's a bit rough. What about comfort levels? Gaming, shopping, luxury. The buildings aren't working. I mean, they should be working. They're down in the other area. Were they full, maybe? Was that the problem? So this is relaxation, drinking, social. Dining, social, food. Exercise, social. Pretty much shopping is what we don't really have. But again, shopping was going to eat through one of our resources. So maybe that's not something we really want to do at the moment. Really want to get these folks out of this building, though. You need to move your booties. Hey, we've got a refresh of planetary anomalies, rather. So we've got resources, breakthrough, resources, and a couple other items. I think I might start sending some shuttles this way. It's unknown. 10 people, 12 hours to an unknown spot. That seems like fun. Let's do that. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a giant dragon or something. We'll just we'll send some people that way and see what comes. We're almost through Sol 74. We've been on Mars for 74 days, and, you know, it's not too bad, I think. I've cleaned up a little bit more. I have removed a lot of our old power production here, so we're pretty much only running on Stirling generators at this point. So, it is going to be using up quite a bit of polymers. However, I have been getting back-to-back-to-back trade deals for trading polymers for concrete, so hopefully that'll sustain us for a bit. Hey, what are you complaining about? You are full on your export. Oh, you're waiting for fuel. That's right. We are a little bit short on fuel. Now, do you get fuel delivered by drone, or does it go through the tubing? I think it actually gets delivered by drone. I just realized that there is a big stockpile problem with fuel. So if you notice that all the fuel's down here by our fuel refinery, but none of it was making its way back up to the north. I think because I had this set to 0 at the fuel depot, and this one was set to 0 as well. So I reduced the amount of fuel on this fuel depot to 0. Are you just taking it out to here? I guess we should... I mean, it would be a little bit less running around, right? So I guess we could put this to get destroyed. So they're going to remove all... Oh, God. No, it's gonna leave them there, right? Okay. It would be great if they all exploded. So what we'll do is every time fuel gets delivered, we'll drop it off right here at this fuel depot. I think I can just set this to 0 then. And in theory, all the fuel will get delivered here because there's nowhere else for it to go, and then it'll get pulled up towards this fuel depot, which this drone hub here is facilitating. So hopefully that'll keep that supply chain running. What else is going on? Do we have any other issues right now? We've got our, let's see, the metals extractor, of course, has no people. We're not quite ready for the new Martian inhabitants down here in the new dome yet. So this is 24. So whatever this number says for homes, it's pretty much 24 minus that. So we could get one more shuttle run up to Mars right now. And I think I'm going to do that because we need more geologists and we need more scientists. We are losing people to being older. And so they're kind of leaving the workforce. So let's grab. We got a bunch of geologists here. Geologists will be good. Let me drop pretty much everyone off first. And I'm going to go through and try to find any geologists and scientists we can get. Maybe a couple botanists thrown in there. But this time around, we'll try to make this a specialty flight. So geologists up the wazoo, scientists up the wazoo as well. Do you have any engineers? Engineers wouldn't be bad, but not really. Hopefully this will maybe free up the engineers that are stuck doing other things. Botanist right now, I don't think we need that. Maybe another medic or two as well. Medic. And we'll throw in another botanist for fun. So this is an entirely specialist flight coming out to Mars. So hopefully we'll, because if you look at all of these rare metals extractors or our other items, we've got random people working there. There's a medic working there. There's a geologist working there because it does have a high priority. So it's pulling people from wherever it can in order to work there. So more geologists would be better for us. I did also open up another work shift at the Martian University. So hopefully we're going to be, as people are leaving their jobs because they're senior or what have you, we'll be trying to replace those losses through the university. The school, this is kind of interesting. Select a trait that is affected by this building. Curious. Gains a temporary mood boost, morale boost. Sanity losses are halved. Compose wouldn't be bad. Increases performance boost when at high morale. We don't really have high morale right now anyways. That'd be actually interesting to convert everyone, make everyone religious. So that when you have saints in your dome, you could almost micromanage your saints and kind of assign them to each dome. And then whenever someone has a saint living in the same dome, they get happier, right? So here's our saint, I think. No, you're just a celebrity. Okay, fair enough. Here's our genius. Now, unfortunately, our genius, I don't think, is super happy. So we're not getting a genius boost right now from him. How does it work? Do they have to be high sanity? So every time he rests, he's going to get a little bit more sanity. I had a little bit of sanity problems because we had, all those power outages and they started freezing. So a lot of people were relatively grumpy from that. The comfort level is not that great. We were missing a lot of service buildings, shopping, gaming, medical checks, gambling. I feel like that's going to be evened out over time. We did just throw everything into upheaval. So I did add, look at how many the items we've got here. We've got tons of bars and diners all over the place. So I'm hoping that everyone will be able to get their needs fulfilled through these areas. Now, I wouldn't mind opening up a store. I'm nervous that we're just not going to have enough resources around to keep that up. But we're up on polymers right now, so that's nice. We're getting 25 polymers from the shuttle. So as long as we keep getting deliveries, we're going to be fine. We have an amplified power polymer factory. We have a normal electronics factory and a normal machine parts. But look at how few people are working at both of these facilities. So machine parts and especially electronics are really suffering right now.
Select a sector to scan.
Did we just get a free thing? Is that what this was? I think the thing we researched on the planet was just a free sector. I mean, that's okay, but can we rescan something? No, we can't rescan it. Let's keep scanning this area up here. Oh no, I'm sorry. We actually ran out of we actually scanned all the sectors that I had queued up. That's what that was. Okay, fair enough. This is your people traveling to Mars. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the group that just left. The shuttle that you just saw go off screen. That's the one that's going to the mysterious unknown anomaly on the planet. So that will take care of that. Hopefully we'll find something pretty interesting on the planet. Maybe a pile of $1 million or so, a couple billion. That's fine. Looks pretty good, though. I like how this is looking with everything else. Wow, 135? Holy crap. Can we maybe turn a few of these bad boys off for a bit? We are way over on our power right now. That's kind of nuts. Why don't we... It keeps fluctuating pretty hardcore. I'm guessing... Oh, you know what? Yeah, in the morning shift, I bet this is going to jump way up once we hit the morning shift. Because all of our factories... Let's see what happens. Yeah, it went down to 89. So really, at nighttime, it would be kind of cool if there's an automated mod that would enable and disable all of your power generating buildings for you every night. Paradox Interactive is offering us more polymers for concrete. I want to keep accepting that as often as I can. One thing I said I would do that I haven't yet, we will move the landing pad around so that we can fit more shuttles down at once if we need to. We honestly could probably do... let's see, we could do shuttle. Oh, yeah, this is going to be great. Let's do shuttle. And I think we might even be able to fit the trade pad in here, too, because is it a little bit smaller? Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Oh, my... I'm so excited by that, and I don't know why. All right, let's drop you off. Let's see, you just need concrete. You're almost done already, so we will convert to landing pad. Cannot be converted while servicing landed. Okay, so we have to wait for the next trade to be completed. But then we're going to have 3 nice, lovely landing pads available to us. What else is going on? We are kind of getting low on our underground rare metals. Man, I really think I want to figure out how the heck to get this plateau and utilize it. So I did queue up Low G Engineering to give us the medium dome and the CO2 jet propulsion to have the shuttle hub. Because if we put a shuttle hub out somewhere in this general vicinity, we might be able to actually use and finally use this plateau up here, especially if we throw down a mega dome or something like that. So we'll see how that works out. But I appreciate you guys for joining me. Thank you so much. As always, I'll see you again next episode. Until then, take care.